Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Fork. In this video we are going to speak about very important information that just came in the last hours. We are going to speak about what 95% of all the people that investing in cryptocurrency are thinking that will happen in the near, mid and the long term. We are going to speak about the liquidations, but not in the last 24 hours liquidation, about the liquidation in the last 4 hours, because this is very important to understand where will the market go in the near term. Of course, we are going to speak about the Fed meeting that will happen in the beginning of the next months, and of course we're going to make the technical analysis for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Axie Infinity, Solana, Ada Cardano, and of course Aptos. I know that a lot of people right now are interested in Aptos and in Axie Infinity. So guys, if you are watching my channel for the first time, let's take a 5 seconds of your time, click on the like button and on the subscribe button, and let's start with this very important video. As you can see in front of your eyes, all these green bubbles, this is just the gains in 1 week in the cryptocurrencies. And of course, there are people that actually get liquidated. This is the people that open short positions. In this video, I'm going to speak about why these people are opening these short positions. We are going to speak about the support and the resistance levels and why I think that will happen in the near term. Again, guys, it's not a financial advice. This is just how I'm seeing the market from my point of view. So let's start with this very important news that actually came just in the last hour, that Swift banning transaction on Binance below, guys, below 100,000. This is actually very bad for the cryptocurrency market, and this is protects big money, not the average Joe who needs it the most. So this is very important, guys, because of course this is a negative news, but you need to understand that there is a very positive news here. And then the very positive side in this actually message is that everyone is understanding that cryptocurrency is the future. This is why I think that people that watching my channel are thinking. But the banking system, yeah, the Swift system, all the systems, Visa and MasterCard and everyone, they actually understand that crypto is the future. And they understand that for the big whales, yeah, let's call them the big whales that investing 100,000, 500,000, 1 million, 10 million, 15 million of US dollars, they can't tell them not to buy cryptocurrencies. But here the banking system, the Swift system and all the systems, they are understanding that the small fish, yeah, let's call them small fish, the people who is investing 5, 10,000 US dollars in cryptocurrencies, they can tell them not to buy cryptos. The banking system are always telling to these people that crypto is a scam, be aware of scammers. And here, this is my positive point of view on this new. By the way, guys, if you still didn't make follow on our Twitter channel right now, this is the best time to click on follow button on our Twitter channel, because there we are publishing very important news about the cryptocurrencies. So I think this is very positive for the crypto market in the long term, and in each thing that you are reading, you must see only the positive thing in this one. I think this is very positive, of course, for the whales, but I think that this is very positive because it means that the banks are understanding that crypto is the future, that these guys that have 100,000 on their bank accounts, if they want to buy Bitcoin, they will buy Bitcoin. And this is actually very positive for the market. Of course, I want to speak about that because this is very important, because a lot of people right now are speaking about, right now we are doing a cat that bounce. It means that we are going to reach maybe 25, maybe 28, maybe 30,000, the Elon Musk level. And since these levels, we are going to feel this huge dump to the downside, of course, to the levels that everyone is waiting, that everyone is dreaming about 10 and 12,000 for one Bitcoin. But again, I want to speak about what I spoke in my last video, guys. who didn't watch my last video that I spoke 30 minutes about why I think that there is a 5% that 2023 is going to be a year that no one is expecting. This is going to be a very, very interesting video. Who didn't watch it? This is must video to watch. Everyone is thinking and everyone is knows, right, that the halving will be in 2024 and maybe the all-time high will be in 2024, but in 2025 this is the must, all right? Because already everyone know that 1 year after the halving this is the all-time highs, and actually I spoke about that, and this is very, very important. By the way, vote on this one. 25,000 of people are seeing this already. Vote, and 5,000 already spoke that they think that the all-time highs will be in 2024, maybe 2025, but actually no one is expecting in 2023. And I think that the question is why no one is expecting in 2023, why everyone think that the USA, the recession is coming. And of course, we spoke about that in my last video, guys. Again, everyone, 25 in 2021, even bloggers um, that we have 7,800 followers, the Ripple army, even they think that the all-time highs will be just in 2025. This is very interesting. Of course, I want to speak about the liquidation in the last 4 hours. This is very, very important, guys, because I want to show you the last move in the last 4 hours. And the most interesting thing that all the shorts got liquidated just in the last 4 hours. Very high amount of shorts liquidated in the last 4 hours. And let's see the small bounce, yeah, the small bounce in the last 4 hours, the small bounce since 22,300 to 22,900. We just saw a bounce of 2-3 percentages, but we can see that 80-90 percentages of the shorts that were liquidated, there was a short. It means that people right now are not believe, and this is very, very important. People right now are not believe in the new bull market. They maybe want to believe, but no one is believed that in this in this bull market. The question is, of course, in which levels someone that was bearish will start to be bullish. And this is very, very important, and this is why I'm actually make this video, because a lot of people, a lot of technical analysis right now are speaking about 22, about 23, 25, 28, 30,000 as the next resistance where you must open these short positions. But what if? What's happening right now? It's not what is actually is everyone is expecting. And this is very, very important. Please remember this video. Please share this video with your friends, because the information, and this is very, very important, because in the last 24 hours, you can see that 120 million of US dollars was liquidated. In the last 24 hours, we didn't saw crazy move. So how it's possible that actually high amount of money, again, it's high amount of money for bearish market, got liquidated just in 24 hours? This is very, very important to see. Again, the coins we are going to speak about: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Aptos. We are going to speak, of course, about Solana, Axie Infinity, and Ada Cardano in the end of this video. This is very, very important because the fear and greed index right now is natural. It means that no one is actually believing bear market. Actually, they believe in new lows in the midterm, but no one is even believe in the new bull market in the mid-long term. Mid-long term, I mean in the opposite time of 6 months. Everyone is believing in bull market in 2024, just in 2025 all-time highs, new all-time highs for Bitcoin. And this is very, very important. This is why I'm making this video. Of course, one of the most important things that will happen in the next week, in the first days, in the first day of February, this is the Fed meeting. Of course, this is very, very important because everyone is expecting hiking rates of 0.25. I'm expecting as well if they are going to be the man of their words and they are going to rise the rate by zero point 0.5, I think this is going to be disaster for the market. This is very, very important to understand it. But if it's going to be just 0.25, it means that the next times the Federal Reserve will even hike the rates, it will be maximum of 0.25, because it's never happening by 99 percentages that the Federal Reserve is hiking the rates by 0.25 and next meeting they are just hiking the rates by 0.75. You can check it by the history. But the most important thing, and why I think that this is very bullish and why this is very bullish for the market, if it's going to be even 0.15 of hiking rates, it's that the next meetings, the maximum, if everything in the world will be the same as it's now. So in the next meeting, they are going to stop the hike rates, and maybe even they are going to down this percentages point of what the Federal Reserve is doing. And this is, guys, very, very important, the next Federal Reserve meeting. And we're going to speak right now about my resistance levels and about my support levels for let's say the next days. This is very, very important. My point of view, let's open daily chart, guys, because I already made already it was a resistance levels in the last video that I published 3 days ago. We spoke about this resistance of 21,300, and we can see that actually when we broke this level, that was a high, that was the last high in November 2022. We just saw this crazy pump. Actually, a lot of shorts liquidated in the last weekend, more than 500 of US dollars, 500 millions of US dollars just liquidated in the last um, in this last pump. I think that, of course, by natural, we should test this support level. Right now, it's become a support level. We should test this 21,300. I think that in this level, a lot of people will open short position. But again, just my point of view, the next move will be to these levels of 25,000, guys, 25,300, 25,500. This was our last support, then again a resistance levels. From this 25,000, we can see that we saw this crazy dump. Of course, this was the FTX collapse. We already saw that we already broke this FTX collapse. The next levels is, of course, 29, 30,000. We can see that we touched this level 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and even just when the bull market is started in January 2021, we saw that this was the diapason where the bull market is started. This is actually the level of Elon Musk. This is the level where here a lot of shorts in June 2021 is liquidated. These levels are very, very important for the next, of course, bull market. If it will happen in 2023, of course, we must see the graphs, we must understand our next levels. So actually the next support level is 21,300, and the next resistance levels is 25,000, 25,500. We can see this strong buyer that right now, actually this strong buyer might be a strong seller on Bitcoin. Let's go and see what's happening actually with Ethereum. We can see this room that actually we was here since May 2022. We can see that when we broke these levels, we was here about half an year. Right now, the resistance for Ethereum, by the way, Ethereum looks a little bit worse than Bitcoin by the technical analysis, because we in Bitcoin we already broke these levels of resistance. But and let's see it again, we already broke this level, but in Ethereum we didn't broke this level, and this is why the Bitcoin dominance right now is actually rising. If we are going to break these levels of 1,700, and of course we are going to retest these levels, then the next resistance level is just 2,200 US dollars. We already saw that this level is very, very strong. We touched it in January 2022. This is the of dump in May 2022, and of course this is right now will be the next resistance levels. The next support level for Ethereum is 1102 300, and of course the lows the 1000, and then the lows of 850 US dollars for Ethereum. Let's speak, of course, about the Solana, because the Solana is very, very important, and a lot of people are get wrecked in the Solana. A lot of people are open. I know a lot of people that open short position in these levels because everyone is waiting for $5, for $3, maybe even for $0 for Solana. But this is very, very important because these levels of 10 to 15 US dollars is a very, very strong support level for Solana. And I think that our next support level for Solana is $10-15. Actually, it's $14.7, but the next resistance levels is $28. And the next after $28 is $50. We can see that we touched this level for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and actually this is the level where the bull market is started in August of 2022. Of course, this resistance and support level are very weak, because all the bear market, all the, of course, the bull market for Solana started from the upper zone of 100 US dollars for one Solana. Let's speak about ADA Cardano, because here is actually a little bit the same story, because in ADA we saw the same hype that we saw in the Solana. And of course in ADA Cardano, I think that the next resistance levels is about 10 percentages in ADA. We can see that the same resistance levels by percentages, we can see it in Bitcoins as well, of this 10 percentages pump that might happen in the next few days. Again, everything is depends on the Fed meeting and about what we're expecting to see in this meeting. But actually, next resistance levels is zero point 0.4, next support level 0.32, and the next support level, the next, if we're going to break it. But of course, I will make a video immediately. I will make a video if we're going to break one of these levels. Of course, guys, this is why I'm telling you, click on the like and on the subscribe button, because these levels are very, very important for ADA Cardano. We can see the strong resistance levels are starting from $1 for Ethereum. For ADA Cardano, I'm really, really sorry. Because in these levels we saw this hype of NFTs that actually started for ADA Cardano as well, and this is the levels where we have a lot of sellers. Let's speak about Aptos, because there is a lot of questions about Aptos. By the way, Aptos is, I think, very, very interesting coin for the next bull market, because this is a new coin that actually have NFTs, that actually have a lot of developers, a lot of active developers in Aptos. But in Aptos, actually, the problem that this is a very new coin and we don't see the history of Aptos. We just see the history of October 2022. So we can see that it was a resistance levels of $10.5. It was at all-time highs in October 2022. We can see that right now these levels is actually a support level for Aptos, $10.5. I think that if we are going to see a pullback in Bitcoins, we might see a pullbacks in Aptos as well, from the points of 13 US dollars for one Aptos to 10.5. And then it's very important to see the volume at what will happen. Of course, in the market, of course, after this level, we can see a crazy dump to $5-6 for one Aptos. But actually, right now, it's still early to speak about these lows, because we can see that the volume is started to play out since this level. So actually, all these levels, they are right now a very huge support level. But if we are speaking about a point of crazy support level, of course, is about a 10.5 US dollars for Aptos. And of course, I think that Aptos might be even reach 25 US dollars, but everything is depends on what's happening with Bitcoin. Everything is depends on the situation that happening there. Of course, I will make a video in the moment where Bitcoin will break all the next supports, all the next or the next resistance. Let's speak about Axie Infinity, and this is very, very important. By the way, Axie Infinity today released a high amount of tokens. This is very important to know these fundamentals because this is very, very negative about the inflation of Axie Infinity, but actually we see this crazy pump of Axie Infinity. Then right now we are reaching these resistance levels that we saw from June 2022, guys. We saw this resistance about 4 months. Then when we broke it, we didn't reach it. Right now the resistance for Axie Infinity is $13 for one Axie Infinity. Of course, the next levels is about that 17.7.3. Let's put it 17.3. Of course, this is the next. If we are breaking, I am expecting a retest here at these prices, and then we can touch even these price levels. Of course, the next support level is about $10 for one Axie Infinity. Guys, if you're watching this video until the end, thank you very much. Click on the like button, on the subscribe button, and see you in the next videos of Crypto4. Thank you very much. Bye bye.